Hello, everyone. I have not set up the stream for this, but it shouldn't take too long. And I don't know where the camera should go, but we'll figure it out as we go. I'm going to try and play some 3v3s. Note the try, not only because I'm not good at WarCraft. I've never once looked up a WarCraft build, ever. But because everyone leaves. It's full of leavers. It's really annoying. As soon as they see that the other team has, I don't know, X amount of MMR above them, they just leave, or my team leaves, or what have you. So, I was able to get a couple of games earlier today. But I don't know if it's more populated in the evening or the afternoon. You'd think the evening being on the US server, or at least I assume I am. But, I don't know. Maybe a bunch of Europeans play all the time. I haven't really chosen a race either. All I know is that I'm not particularly fond of the undead. Active enough to leave without a care? No, I wouldn't say that. I don't think it's that active. Doesn't look like the sound's coming through too well. Yeah, that's all it's taken? Okay. I'll have to fix that while also trying to do some semblance of a build order, which I don't even know in the first place. So, let's see here. I think I might know why, actually. This might be a very easy fix. Aha. Let's try that now. Or maybe not. Maybe it wasn't an easy fix. Damn. I was hopeful. Probably one of those things that I have to restart on. And I should be able to kind of hack it a little. WarCraft 3. No. Doesn't like that very much. Damn it. Maybe. It's definitely worth checking. Let's make this go to game. Alright. That didn't work where it needed to, but I think it put it on desktop. What do you think of Deadlock? Oh yeah, I love Deadlock. Usually that's what I'd be playing, but... I feel like playing some WarCraft recently. I know! I didn't do any build correctly. Time to just wing it. Even more than I usually do. Don't know how to balance is? Well, I guess keep listening if you can. That'll be helpful. Hey, where's the There it is. Definitely didn't mean to press that button. Human. Oh, another item.
Threatens the wilds. Who threatens the wilds?
I stand ready. On your mark.
Is the danger? So shall it be. Nature is restless.
Ah, man. I have to be on the side with the
Naturally, the time.
side of the aggression. I assume they're gonna go hippogriffs.
The time is now. Nature is restless.
Goddess light my path.
The wild.
Eh. Uh-oh. Damn it. This is the second time this has happened. Whoa, the guy got a tavern.
Nature is restless.
Goddess light my path.
Tavern hero.
Standing guard.
Calendar, so shall it be. Natural is their danger. Nature is restless. The time is now. Who threatens the wilds? Command me. Who threatens the wilds? The time is now.
Our warriors have engaged. I am sworn to avenge.
Is restless.
He has little. Oh, it's two of them?
Threatens the wilds.
Great.
So shall it be. Well, there it
Create more moons.
is. Is there danger? Command me. Nature is restless.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
By the spirits.
Goddess light my wind position. Warriors of the night, assemble to act. We are poised to strike. Trust in my the great outside.
Great.
Threatens the wilds. Command me. The time is now for Kalendor.
Your building is
The time is now. Well,
We
there
must
it is.
act.
Command me.
Trust in my command.
Nature is restless. Is there danger?
Well.
Naturally, so shall it be.
All the camps on this side, didn't they?
Who threatens the wilds?
Oop.
Is there danger?
Not quite.
Naturally, for Kalendor. Who threatens
Waiting on you. We are poised to strike.
the time?
Goddess light my
Is there danger?
Trust in my command.
Nature is restless.
Speak your mind.
Who threatens the wilds? The time is now.
We can't build them.
Command me. Nature is
We must
restless.
Insufficient gold.
No.
Your building is complete.
Threatens the wilds. Command me. The time is now. Is there
Goddess
danger?
light my path. We are poised to strike. Research finished.
Command me. Is there danger?
I am
the
vigilant.
time is now.
I am sworn to
Who
avenge.
threatens the wilds? Nature is restless.
Where are we going?
By the spirits.
We are poised
Nature
to
is
strike. Research
restless.
finished.
Command me. Is there danger?
Our sacred
Well.
grove is being desecrated.
Who threatens the wild?
Trust in my command.
The time is now. So shall it be. Nature is
Yeah.
restless. Well,
We must
there
act.
it is.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Is there danger? Command
Goddess light my path. We must act.
Nah.
Trust in my command.
The time is now.
We are poised to strike.
Who threatens
Our sacred grove is being
Great.
An allied champion has fallen. Trust in my command.
The time is now. Natural.
We are poised to strike.
Who threatens the wild?
Our sacred grove
The fuck is he
being
talking
trusted
about?
in my command.
Command me.
Standing guard.
Is there danger?
We must act.
Who threatens the wild?
Goddess, light my path. In position. I shall not fail. We are poised to strike. Make your buildings. Our allies' town is lost. Trust in my command.
Not my gold mine. Dickhead.
We are poised to strike.
Absolute dickhead.
Trust in my command. Our allies' town needs help.
Time is
We
now.
are poised to
Command.
strike.
The time is
Yeah, no kidding. Yep. That's what I figured. I mean, like good theory threes I've gotten are pretty low, but I don't understand the pacing of this game much at all. Oh God, did I have the highest? Did I have the highest MMR? That's not a good sign. That's usually not a good sign either. Like this better than Mechbellum. I've never played Mechbellum, or however you pronounce it. But it's odd because you're the second person who's like contacted me. I mean, contacted, who's talked to me about it as if I had. Like not starting off with like, have you played it? But just going directly and like, what do you think of it? I've seen it. Like I know the other StarCraft people are playing it, but I have like negative interest in it, just based off of looks. Does not look like an RTS that I would appreciate.
Your building is complete. More lumber is required. More lumber is required. We can't build there. I stand ready.
Hope that doesn't aggro the.
Waiting on
The camp.
you. I stand ready.
We're gonna find out.
I must safeguard the land.
It should be more like this.
Who threatens the wilds? Is there danger?
Create more moons. Your building is complete. Our warriors
We
have
can't build
engaged the
there.
enemy.
Nature is restless.
Oops.
By the spirits, so shall it be. None shall harm the wilds. Who threatens the wilds?
I stand ready.
Is
I
time. Command me. The time is now. Naturally.
We can't build there.
I stand ready.
At least I have a safe expansion.
Command me. Is there danger?
On your mark.
Who threatens the wilds? The time is now. Nature is restless. Command me.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh.
I stand ready.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Grove is being desecrated.
Time is now.
Your building is complete.
So shall it be. Is restless.
I stand ready.
Time is now. Who threatens the wilds?
Why? No, I want that.
Nature is
Waiting on you.
restless.
Your building is
Kalendor.
complete.
Let not grab it.
Is restless. The time is now.
Insufficient gold.
Is there danger? Who threatens the wilds? Command me by the spirits. Well, there it is.
Our sacred grove is being
Time
desecrated.
is now.
Not my wisps. Stop it.
Nature is restless.
You're doing such a good job.
The wilds. Command me. Command me. Feel nature's wrath. The time is there danger? So shall it be. Naturally. Well, there it is. For
Haha, I had to use a town portal.
is restless. Who threatens the wilds?
I stand ready.
The wilds.
Your building is complete.
Nature is restless. The time is now. Is there danger? For so
Eh, really not right.
Our warriors
Melee characters. Jesus. Is he gonna run? That's actually pretty fair. I don't mind that plan at all.
is there danger? For Kalendor. The time is now. By the spirits, nature is restless.
Away. Waiting
Naturally.
on you.
Command me. Who threatens the wilds? Nature is restless. Command me. The time is now. Who threatens the
upgrade
wilds?
finished.
Is there danger?
I stand ready.
Well,
On
there
your
it
mark.
is there danger? Who threatens the wilds? Command me. The time is now. Nature is restless.
Waiting on you.
Nature
Oh.
is restless.
Our
So shall
allies'
it
town
be.
needs help.
Who threatens the wild? Command me. Is there danger? Kalendor. The time is now. Smite the defilers of the land. Command me.
Research
Is restless. Well,
your building is complete. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
so shall it be. The time is now. Who threatens the wilds? Command me. Nature is restless.
Whoop, hello.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ah, I'm using all my wood wisps.
Kalendor. So shall it be. Threatens the wilds.
Go the back. Oh, the surround. Shit. Uh-oh. I am not thinking we have enough.
An allied champion is spawned.
Damn. My poor archers. Shoot.
We are poised to strike. We are poised to strike. Trust in my command.
Ah.
I stand ready.
We must act. Upgrade finished.
So shall
Oh, that was unsuccessful.
I am vigilant.
is there danger.
Trust
I
in my
stand
command.
waiting on you.
For Kalimdor. Nature is restless. The time is now by the spirits who threaten.
I do want to put a sentry ward there.
Command me. Nature is restless. The time is now. Is there danger? Well, there it is. Is there danger?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Damn it.
Well,
I am vigilant. Research finished.
Ah, that's dead. I hope that they would attack green first.
You are built. We must act. We are poised to strike.
danger.
I am vigilant.
Nature is restless.
We must our warriors are engaged the enemy. Trust in my command.
Fuck.
We are poised to strike. Our champion has fallen.
Stand on
Do my teammates not have anything? Whoa, this guy went 4 boneyards? What the fuck?
We must act.
Well, hopefully he has a lot of money in his building. Actually, 3 frost worms at a time.
Vigilant. Trust in my
That
command.
would, yeah, okay.
I am vigilant. Insufficient gold. More lumber is required. More lumber is required.
on your mark. I stand ready.
We are poised to strike. We must act. Trust in my command.
Your move.
I am vigilant. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. We are poised to strike.
I'm not gonna help very much.
Insufficient gold.
I stand
We
ready.
must act.
Waiting on you.
Trust in my command. I am vigilant. Trust in my command.
He was making frost worms.
Leading the way.
Yeah, alrighty then.
Strike! Your building is complete.
I stand ready.
Is there danger?
Onward!
No. Frostrooms died. Oh no.
Trust in my command. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. We are poised to strike. Grove is being trusted in my command. We must act
Command me.
as I thought.
Nature is restless.
Ow.
We are building vigilant.
That was close.
Threatens the wilds.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
I stand ready.
The time is now.
Mm.
Is there danger?
We are poised to strike.
I stand ready. Stand.
Not in a particularly good spot.
Command me.
We'll keep trying.
The time is now.
We must
Is
act.
there danger?
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
Threatens the wild.
Trust in my command.
I do like that this guy has so many frostworms, but
Restless.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Command me.
did we get the hero?
We are poised to strike. Our warriors have engaged I am vigilant.
And that's not our frostworms. Gotcha.
Trust in my command.
Threatens the wild. For
We must
Kalimdor,
act.
On your mark.
nature
We
is
are poised
restless.
to strike.
The time is now. Command me.
I am
The
vigilant.
time is now. Command me. Is there danger?
Trust in my
So
command.
shall it be. Nature is restless.
Our sacred
Threatens
grove
the
is being
wild.
desecrated.
Command
We
me.
must act.
Naturally.
We are poised to strike.
Point the way.
Nature
I am vigilant. We must act.
by the spirit.
Trust in my command. Our sacred grove is being desecrated. To strike. Our warriors strike.
Damn! Took down my hero so fast. Oh. I'm gonna try human. I feel like that's what I played a lot of back when I used to play this game. Many, 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 many moons ago. Could I ask if you wanted the teams? Maybe, sure, I'd be up to team with you guys.
What is it? Righto. Yes, me lord. Yes, me lord. I can't build that. Off I go then. Ready to work. More work? All right. Off I go then. More gold is required. More gold is required.
Hello.
Ready to work.
He used to know, well, not all the things, that's certainly not true, but I used to know, like, what compositions were good and synergizing with my teammates, and
Ready
now I don't know anything because they actually changed the game for one.
Subscription
For
received.
two, I just simply don't remember.
Hype engine spinning up.
Hey, thank you very much, Scout C Justice, for the 39 months and the tier 3 sub.
Ready to work.
That's a lot. Thank you very much. only 4 people in there?
Job's done. More work. Righto.
Righto.
Ready
Yeah, I was just gonna go mass knights. That much I think hasn't changed. Considering what I've seen from
What?
other
Job's
people playing
done.
this game.
What is it? Righto. What? More work.
Yeah. No, nom, nom.
Ready for action. Yes,
I'm on it.
yes, my lord. Off I go then.
Kind of forgot that farms are even more demanding. Don't give as much supply. And no idea how many peeps I need.
Ready for action. Yes, my liege. Orders.
I live to serve. It shall be done. I am not afraid. What would you ask of me? Strike with great vengeance.
Don't hit him. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Job's done.
Ready for action.
Hello.
At your call, I am not afraid. As you wish. In light brings me.
Resubscription received. Apparently you are doing something right, Captain.
It shall be done. For honor, for
Ready
honor,
for action.
as you wish. What would you ask of me? I am not afraid. Let me face the battle. At your call, my
Joe Pro, thank you very much for the 65 months.
for honor, as you wish. For my people.
What is it?
Forces are under attack. Let me face the battle.
What? Righto.
Ready for action. As you wish. It shall be done. For honor, for my people.
This is annoying.
What would you ask of me? I am not afraid.
What? All right.
Our forces
Yes,
are
my
under
lord.
attack of me. Let me face the battle.
Yes, me lord. All
I am
right.
not afraid. For my people. As you
More
wish.
work. Off I go then. What is it?
What would you
Yes, me lord. More work.
Let me face the battle.
You need.
At your call.
Say the word.
I am not afraid. For honor. At your call.
Jesus.
Let me face the battle. What would you ask of me? I am not ordered. At your call.
More work.
I am not afraid.
What is it? Yes, me lord. More ready to work. What? Yes, me lord. Off
You know
I go
the
then.
first thing I thought of when I played this game?
Shall be done.
It is so much more
Game.
clunky than I remember.
What do you need?
Let me face the battle. At your call.
What is it? Right now. Yes, me lord. Yes, my
What would you ask of me?
Say the word. Let me at him. More work. Yes,
I am
me
not
lord.
afraid. As you wish. What would you ask of me? I am not.
No.
It shall be done. For honor.
Yes, my liege.
Let me face the battle. For my people.
What is it?
At your call.
Oh, he's going down.
It shall be done. For honor. As you wish. For honor. It shall be
Woohoo!
done. For my people. It shall
Teams.
be for honor.
Right.
Let me face the battle. For my people. At your call. As you wish.
What is it? You need?
What would you ask of me? I am not afraid.
It was pretty clutch.
What is it? What?
Guess I should have
Yes,
taken
me
the threat of the
At your call. For
the
honor.
micro. No, seriously. I built a tower, I guess, immediately.
All right. Off I go then. Right.
I know I can get
More work.
ranged, but
Afraid.
I figure there's some way that I don't have to get riflemen.
Ready for it. Build more
I am not afraid.
What? Off I go then.
At your call. It shall be done. What would you ask?
So I think I wanted to build this thing.
Yes, me lord.
I need lumber mill for that.
At your call. As you wish.
Well, this was fun. Not joking. That was actually
Not afraid.
more exciting than most of the beginnings of my games.
Build more.
What would you ask? Let me face it. At your call. I am not afraid. At your call. Let me face the
Job
battle.
done. What? I can't do
I
that.
am not afraid. For my
These games harder to master than StarCraft 2?
At your call. As you wish. What
pretty pointless conversation, to be honest. Whether I agree or disagree, there's no way of ever confirming, right? There's no fact in that, I think.
I am not afraid. It shall be done.
But obviously, I'd be biased, and I'd say that StarCraft 2 has a higher skill ceiling. But
Ready for action. I am not.
what does it really matter?
I am not afraid.
Yeah.
Let me face the devil.
Job done. I can't build that.
Righto.
All right. Off I go
What
then.
would you ask of me? Let me face
Ready
the
for
devil.
action.
Is that worth getting?
At your call.
Is the defend thing worth getting?
For my people. I am not afraid. At your call. For honor. Let me face the devil. I am not afraid.
Wow, there's not many.
Ask of me.
Ready for action.
There's not many gold mines.
Ask of me. For my people. It shall be done.
What do you need?
Let me face the devil. As you wish. It shall be done.
over there.
For my people.
Job done.
I am not
Well,
afraid. At your call.
tackle them and hope that they're out of position.
Afraid.
What? They're not even.
Justice will be served.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. Is someone here?
Ready for action.
At your call. Face the devil.
Yes, my lord.
At your call. I am not. It shall be done. For my people.
What is it?
Start building these around, I guess.
Yes, my lord.
At your call. For honor.
Oh, they're defending with some towers.
It shall be done. For my people.
Ready for action. Say the word.
I am not afraid. As you wish. Let me face the devil.
Orders? Of course.
What would you ask of me?
All work. All right.
Let me face the devil. For honor. I am not afraid.
Job done.
Ready for attack.
What is it? Off I
At
go
your
then.
call. It shall be done. I am not afraid. As you wish. Let me face the
Body block!
I am not afraid. What would you ask of me? For my
Didn't quite surround though.
At your call.
Guess I'm not destined for the pros.
All work.
Let me face the devil.
Strike with great
Right.
vengeance.
All right. Yes, my lord. Off I go then. All work. Righto.
At your call.
Our allies' town is under
my
How
siege.
much is it? Oh,
For
just
honor. It shall be done. I am not afraid. As you wish. As you wish. At your call.
finally.
We face the devil. For honor.
What is it?
I
All
am
right.
not afraid. At your call. Let me face the
Creep mechanic was weird to you?
afraid. What would you
I think I, Oh shit. I don't have to freaking thing. No!
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. I can't build that.
Our allies'
I
town
can't
is
build
under
that.
siege.
He's so close to saving it! Holy shit, he's gonna save it! He's gonna save it! Oh my god! Oh my god, he saved it!
For my people.
Our allies' town is under siege.
As you wish. My people. At your call. What would you
Not looking at the map.
Yes, my lord. All right.
Our town is strike with great vengeance.
at your call. I am not
Determined I have too many peons on on wood.
done. At your call. For honor.
Job done.
What do you need?
What would you ask?
What? Yes, my lord.
Say the word. On my way. On my way.
It shall be done. For honor. What would you ask? What easy.
It's not really that big of a deal to kill.
Let me face the battle. Defending your name.
Strike with great vengeance.
How is that not a surround? Damn straight. Damn fucking straight.
Yes, my lord. Off I go then.
At your call, as you will.
What?
I feel like we're gonna get some
All right.
whatchamacallit bullshit.
Let me face the battle.
Cavalry running around killing it bullshit.
At your call. Say the word.
What would you ask? Yes, my lord.
I am not afraid.
For my people, it shall be done. Face the battle as you wish. More gold is required.
Let me face the battle.
Job done is required. What is it? Righto. What job done?
Let me face the battle.
What is this? Deal increased damage target with medium armor. And this is their health.
It
Okay.
shall be done.
More
Our
word.
allies'
Yes,
town
my
is
lord.
under siege.
Off I go then. More gold
Our
is
forces
required.
are under
Right.
attack. If you need,
Oh.
right.
Job's done.
I am not afraid. Say the word.
What? Righto. Off I go then. What would you ask? More gold.
Our allies'
More
town
gold
is
is
under
required.
siege.
Yes, my
At
lord.
your call. Let me face
Yes,
the
my
battle.
search complete.
I am not afraid.
More gold is required.
I don't know.
At your call. For our allies' town is under siege. Let me face the battle. I am not.
There is a lot of something going on.
Face the battle.
What is it now? Yes, my lord. Research
I still have, I actually don't have a thing to take.
What is it?
Shit.
What would you ask of me?
More
At
word.
your call. For my people.
I'm gonna need to get next. Wah! Wah!
I am not.
No, 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 no.
For my people.
I do not have a town hall scroll, so
I am not afraid. Let me face the battle.
should go grab one.
Face the battle.
What is it now? You require my assistance. Can I help you? Upgrade complete. What would you well?
Monies.
At your call.
That's a decent amount of towers, man.
What is it now?
Take your time. Our allies' town
Come on.
is under siege.
Uh-oh.
Under siege.
I await your
Ooh.
more gold is required. Yes, my lord.
Send whatever I have over. Oh no, I should have done it, my friend. I do not have many units left. No, get close enough! Little guy, fuck off! No, I got tripping. Fuck.
What is it? Command me. I swear
Let me
it.
face the battle. What would you ask?
It's fair enough.
I am not afraid.
Get on with
At your call. Let me face the battle.
Yes, my lord. What is it?
At your call.
Really need to get an expansion.
As you wish. It shall be done. I am
I didn't even think about where my camera was. I guess I can go down here.
I await
Let
your
me face
command.
the peril. I am not afraid.
Ugh.
At your call.
All right.
Back to work.
Yes, my lord.
I am not afraid. Let me face the peril.
And
What do you ask of me? Let me face the peril. For honor.
Get on with it.
you can see why he thought he was being attacked.
Call now.
I await your command.
Ask of me. I am not afraid.
Ugh. Okay.
What? Off I go then. All right.
See if I can keep it
Righto.
alive.
All right. Off I go
Let
then.
me face the peril.
Oh, that's a friendly. Just
It
kidding.
shall be done.
So why are we just letting this there?
Let me
Hmm. Ah, well. That's kind of fun. And then I guess we're much worse. So you guys want to team it up or should I just continue queuing? Are humans the Terrans of this game? Yeah, I mean, as in they're both humans. But as far as their mechanics go, yes. Okay, I don't know if I have. I mean, it'd be on our BattleNet. I think I'm BattleNet friends with Renish, but I don't know about Barrett. Are we supposed to? Am I supposed to be on Europe? Would it make more sense for Barrett to play in North America? Oh, okay. Well, I just see Renish is in Europe, so unless it's lying, it might be lying. I don't know. Invite the team, I guess. This game's look pretty cool. I wish you played it back then. Man, you don't even know. And then maybe Renish can invite you. Is that how that's gonna go? You don't even know how much this was the cat's meow back in the day. A rainbow brain. Whoa. Back in the day, you were playing arcade games. Almost for surezies. Might have to be party lead. Okay. Promote to leader. Let's see if that works. So first of all, the UI was better back then. Now, I don't remember exactly why, but I know it's different. And I know it was better back then.
Resubscription received.
Bali, thank you very much for
Apparently
the
you are doing something right,
88
Captain.
months. Yeah. UI was better back then, and custom games were better too, before Blizzard slapped all the, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that, yeah, bull crap on it.
Yes, my lord.
And it was the place to hang.
What is it? Yes, my lord. I can't all right.
You logged into BattleNet to see, you know, your friends online, or
Yes, my lord. Ready to
the clans online, or
work. Off I go then.
if there's a tournament that's going to happen, which they do have tournaments, but I feel like it back in the day, it was just such a bigger deal. And if you saw someone with like a particular border, you know, like 1,000 wins or something like that, it was like, what? And I think this is in part youth naivete, but also just like gaming as younger, well, older games, I guess now is what I mean. But yeah, like the gaming hadn't evolved.
More work. Righto.
It's such a peaceful time. Alright, so I made too many guys on wood last game. For sure.
Job's done. What? Off I go then.
And I still am gonna go knights because I don't know what else to do. I mean, there's griffins, I suppose. There's like rushes too. And
Job's done.
I could just do whatever anyone tells me.
Easy.
You know,
All right.
okay, I think. With some degree of skill.
Job's done. Yes, my lord.
It's been forever since we played team games. I think the last time I played team games was with these two guys, though. It must have been, like, when Reforged came out. So they kind of, like, re-released it with all the other game remasters. And from what I understand, it was, like, you know, what I saw, it seemed like actually a pretty good re-release. But obviously, WarCraft fans still have a lot of problems with it. I've played so many team games on ladder, so many team games, but the amount of 1v1s I've played could probably still be counted on my hands, for sure.
All right.
At your call. I am not afraid. Let me face the peril. What would you ask of me? I am not afraid. Defend
I was mostly arcade, then teams. And 1v1 was just far too scary for me.
face the peril. At your call. At your call. I am not afraid.
More lumber is required.
Maybe one more peon.
Let me face the peril. For my. What would you ask of me? I am not afraid.
Yes, me lord. Off I go then.
My great wall of farms.
Let me face the peril.
Ready to work.
Take on China.
I am not afraid. What would you ask of me for my people? At your call, let me face the peril. Let me face the peril. At your call, I am not ready for action. It shall be done. Strike with great action. Defending your cave. At your call,
Job done.
as you wish.
What is it? All right. Off I go
More
then.
lumber is required.
Righto.
I am not afraid. Ready for action. At your call. Face the devil. Just I am not afraid. It shall be done.
And then an uneven number of expansions, so
At your call,
not all of
as
us get
you
expansions.
wish. For honor,
You're casting another StarCraft 2 guy? What happened with that guy?
for my people, as you wish. I am
I don't know if there's a command anymore. I stopped casting StarCraft 2 on base rate TV solely. I moved on to being a pure freelancer.
at your call.
He continued on with base rate TV for a while, and I joined in on some casts. But by late 2018, I was not doing any more base rate TV stuff. He became an Among Us streamer. He became a Rust streamer. He became a PUBG streamer, maybe? I don't know. He still streams.
Yes, my lord. I am not afraid. Take the word. Of course.
Yeah, he's a VTuber. Yeah.
You need. On my way.
Are you guys gonna die?
Say the word. Right. You need. Of course.
Let me face the peril.
Orders. Right.
I am not afraid. It shall be done for honor.
Our allied
What would you
town
ask
is
of
under
me?
siege.
As you wish. Let me face the peril. At your call.
Ready for
I'm coming.
Yes, me lord.
Let me face the peril.
Yes, me lord. All
What
right.
would you ask of me?
Say the
I
word.
am not afraid. At your call. It shall be done. I am not.
He was kind of annoying.
Let me face the peril.
So I've heard a lot of people say.
What would you ask? As
Ready
you
for
wish.
action.
It shall be done. At your call.
I disagreed with him on many a topic, shall we
Shall
say.
be done for honor, for my people, as you wish. ready for honor. It shall be done. Ready for my people. At your call.
He's actually talked publicly about
I am not afraid. Let me face the word. I am not afraid. Justice will be served. Let me face the peril.
What is it? Off I go then.
stuff that happened at Base Trade TV. Not my poor peon.
Ready for action.
Peasant, sorry.
Ready to work. What? Righto.
What would you ask of me? At your call.
Yes, me
Oh,
lord. Yes, me lord.
I am not afraid.
More work.
Let me face the peril. What would you ask of me? For
Ready
honor.
to work.
At your call. For my people.
But I doubt he saved VODs. That's all you can go. I feel like you can go easily find it on YouTube or something.
Job's done.
Aye, my lord.
Yes, me lord. I can't build that. Righto.
Say the word. Let me face the peril. What would you ask of me? It shall be done. At your call. I am not
What is
afraid.
it? Off I go then.
I am not afraid. At your call. For honor. Let me face
So
the
drama? Oh yeah, it was sounds drama.
Let me face the peril.
I mean, that was public. Everyone knew that Rifkin caused drama, and I was just kind of
Your call. For my people.
stuck trying to repair.
All right.
Can learn the magic centuries. What
I
do I
am
need?
not afraid. As you wish. As you wish.
And I was trying to
Job's done.
It shall be done. For my people.
mitigate. There we go. The damage done.
Ask what you need. At your call.
Job's done.
I mean, he burnt a lot of bridges.
Let me face the peril. Orders.
Pretty much every bridge in StarCraft.
More work. Yes, me lord. I can't build that. Yes, me
Very
lord.
odd.
For honor. At your call. Let me face the peril. Yes, my liege.
Dug his own grave. Yeah, actually, yes.
I am not. Say the word.
What?
What would you ask of me?
What is it? Righto. Yes, me
Oh,
lord.
200.
All right.
At your call. Let me face the peril. I am not afraid. It shall be done. Say the word. At your call. Yes, my lord. What would you ask?
No. I don't know if it would have been.
Let me face the peril. I am not.
Whenever the drama could potentially include me, I get the butterflies in the stomach, and I don't like it. Oh, right, I never built one.
Off I go then.
Two-year-old ZG Reddit comments. That'd be even older than 2 years old if you're talking about trying to find base trade TV stuff. Wow, we're so good. Shit. Damn, I carried them. I'm kidding. They carried me. If that wasn't clear. I mean, it's hard to believe it was 7 years ago now, but StarCraft 2 as a whole is starting to become more and more of a it happened in the past, like a different life. Passion Base Trade TV ad for StarCraft 2 was amazing. We did a lot. I mean, for a while we were definitely the most what's the word? It's a smart sounding word. We did the most StarCraft for a long time. Like, Rifkin and I had cast by far the most amount of games. After, like, 2015, 2016, I want to say. It was definitely... I would absolutely debate anyone who said, like, no, this other person cast more. I would absolutely debate that. But by 2020, 2019, 2020, like, Wardy had definitely taken the crown. Unfortunately, Rifkin and I disagreed on ways to operate business, I suppose you could say. He preferred... Whoa. I just got the very strong, what's that word? Vertigo. Just got, like, very strong vertigo right there. Hopefully I'm not about to have a brain aneurysm. Give it a second. Okay, I'm alive. Yeah, he burned so many bridges. I mean, I remember towards the later stages of me being with Base Trade TV, I remember I was talking to someone who was working at StarCraft 2 esports, and I was like not the ambassador. I was like the translator, almost, kind of, not really. I had Rifkin talking in one ear and the other guy talking in another ear, and I was basically the liaison, I guess, actually. There you go, between them. That's what it was. Yeah, because initially they were talking to each other, and basically Rifkin angered, was a dick. and this guy was like, what the fuck? So this guy who's known me for a long time, actually, before I even joined Base Trade TV, messages me and he's like, tell me if I'm like crazy for thinking this is a dick move. And he like sends me the screenshots, which Rifkin had also done. So it wasn't like they were really like both of them were giving me the same exact conversation with each other, but I was supposed to react like differently. So for the guy at Blizzard, I was like, oh yeah, he was definitely a dick. And then when it went over to Rifkin, and I was like, see, this is where maybe you were not, professional. So I just remember this so distinctly because Rifkin did this thing where he had the passive aggressive smiley face. I know everyone in Twitch chat must know what that is like, right? You must have someone who does it. God forbid that you do it. But yeah, the passive aggressive smiley, well, I guess we just won't be working with you then, smiley face. I had to like explain like, well, that's like you see here, but you put a smiley, which is pretty passive aggressive. How is that passive aggressive? Well, the thing you said before the smiley was not very smiley. It was just the craziest. Like, that was a moment that really stuck out in my brain. I've forgotten a lot of stupid shit that happened, actually. I'm like reminded every now and again by people who come back and ask. But another one was like, because I remember this so vividly. I was like watching a Brood War stream, and he was talking about how in his mind, basically Rifkin had a justify the means approach to a lot of things. He intentionally made drama. I'm pretty sure he talked about this publicly at this point, but the very first big drama that happened with Base Trade TV was actually artificially created by Rifkin. He said, like, I'm gonna be a dick to this guy and it's gonna get dramatic and then we're gonna get views. And he wanted to keep doing it, but I didn't. And then this thing that happened when I was watching Brood War was he was talking about, what was it exactly? It's getting really hard to think for some reason. He's talking about his approach to business, and we just ended up straight up disagreeing. Like, I had stopped trying to like make sure I was on his good side. So he was like, kind of like another way of saying the end justifies the means, but he'd like be cutthroat. Like he was like proud of being cutthroat and like ruining relationships and stuff if it meant that like he'd make more money and get bigger. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't agree with that. I think that's a terrible way to do things. That was one of the last like true arguments, I guess, before I was already thinking of leaving, but then I got invited to Montreal, and then I got invited to BlizzCon immediately after that, and that's when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave.
Resubscription received.
Oh, I could tell
Apparently
you
are
way
doing something right,
more
Captain.
sociopathic weird shit, actually. I didn't mean to turn this into a drama stream, but like hey Tay, thank you for the 7 months. I mean, another thing is that like he demanded loyalty from all of us, all of the people who were working at Base Trade TV back then, including like Nice Username and Fear Dragon. And Nice Username is just like this sweet guy who was like, I'm not really comfortable with that. And then like a year later, he had the audacity during an argument we were having to be like, I've never once demanded loyalty from you. And I just looked at him and I was like, yes, you did. Like, what the fuck? You literally said that. You said if we don't agree with everything and we don't, like, you know, let you do your thing without any opposition, then you were going to fire us. Yeah, well, you know, he had some problems. Because he could actually be he could be a very nice guy. He could be a very thoughtful guy. And he could be really funny. Like, you know, the amount of people who were always like, you know, you guys, he was always so cringe, I actually don't agree with. I don't think he was actually nearly as cringe as people said he was, but... Well, initially, so the way that Base Trade TV worked out was that initially I replied to an email that he had sent out to, like, all the commentators to ask if anyone would be willing to cast with them, and I was like the only one who responded. And initially, there was actually, like, it almost ended right then and there after, like, 2 casts. But basically, a third party came in and tried to, like, fix the first argument I guess we ever had. And then I was trying to become, like, a caster on my own. So I had actually had my stream be accepted to cast, like, MLG and to cast DreamHack, which I don't know if I have to talk about the whole ecosystem that StarCraft 2 esports was back in the day. I might have to. Many of you were not part of StarCraft at that point. Some of you might have been, but some, like, you don't remember, or you weren't a part of the casting crew, so you wouldn't know exactly how that worked. But basically, you had the guys who were, like, coming in from Brood War, who were definitely like stars, right? Who were huge, and they were getting invited to all these gigs. They weren't paying particularly well, but they were being invited. They were, like, getting the starlight and stuff. And then there was, like, the B teamers. There was the B string of commentators who would generally do all the online stuff, and they'd kind of take, like, a lead role in the online stuff. And then there was, like, 1,000, 10,000 plus people who were all wannabe commentators. And one of the first things you could do to start to be, like, a B stream commentator, literally B stream, but also just kind of B tier, is you could get accepted to community cast these events. Because they would accept, like, let's say 10 to 20 community commentators all in English. But that actually was kind of necessary with how many games that happen at these tournaments. So you might be, you know, the last viewership wise, but you still were accepted, and, you know, you usually were allowed to cast from then on. So yeah, the fact that I had been accepted to do the MLG community cast, and I got good feedback there, and then I was accepted to DreamHack, and then kind of because of that, I was the one, like, asking Fear Dragon to cast with me, and then he also got to do a DreamHack cast. I had been hired by WCS Challenger, which back then was different than it even was, you know, later on, which is obviously doesn't even exist anymore. But that was a thing. So I wanted to be a commentator up on the stage commentating. I didn't really want to be a community commentator. I didn't want to be a ladder streamer, especially because I had such ladder anxiety. So that was my goal. So when I joined Base Trade TV, initially it was just a way to get more casting reps in. Then eventually Rifkin asked if I wanted to be, like, a full-time partner, which I was okay with. But there was a discussion about how I didn't really want to be anything else. Like, I wanted to be a commentator, right? Where he was a tournament organizer, he was a showman, he was a businessman. At the end of the day, maybe not a good one, but for a while before he burnt all the bridges, he actually was. I mean, Rifkin was the type of person who would come up with an idea, talk to people, and be like, am I crazy for having this idea? And then he would do it. Which, you know, a lot of people don't, actually, right? They don't even get to step 2, much less step 3. So, like, you gotta give him credit for that, right? But anyway, at some point, he was just paying me 50-50 because he was like, well, I want a friend. I want, like, a business partner, but not just, like, you know, someone who takes the cash and runs. Like, we got to build the rapport. And I was like, okay, I guess. And at some point that kind of came to a head where I felt increasingly guilty and uncomfortable with a 50-50 split because I wasn't doing as much as Rifkin. But then also there was a little bit of using that to always hang over my head. So I was very, very uncomfortable with that. And so I remember I even had a conversation with him eventually that was like, please do not give me 50-50. Like, I'll accept this much or this much. And he went once again into this kind of whole, like, well, I don't want just a business partner. I want a friend and blah, blah, blah. And I think eventually, towards the end of it, I did start getting paid less. But he would, like, try to, like, make me do tournament organizing and stuff, and I just always hated it. How much was less? I want to say maybe, like, 40%, 60-40, something like that. Which I still think is, like, the amount of work that he did was far more. So I'm not even sure that was fair. Like, really, if you're just showing up and doing it. But then it was kind of like this weird thing where if you literally were just billing me on the hours, you could have done that. But again, he didn't want to do that. And it gets weird with, like, subscriptions and stuff, right? Just, like, how exactly do you cut that? Other than just literally being like, we're going to be paid this much per hour, which we never even got close to talking about that. But then additionally, what kind of messes up the factor of, like, how much should I be paid versus him is kind of like, yeah, he does more of the work, but then I'm still considered kind of part of the brand. I am first and foremost going to do a base trade TV cast. So I would, if I was doing anything else, like, I'd have to drop everything and do the base trade TV stuff. So, you know, it was always a little weird. And, you know, I always thought it was nice of him to give me more money than I think it should have, but there was a lot of things that Rifkin would do, which is really nice. But then if it wasn't reciprocated for whatever reason, it was used over your head a lot. So one time, so we, you know, everyone used to just share hotel rooms, right? And you would share up to, like, you know, 6 or 7 people, right? Whatever, however much you could fit in the fucking hotel room. But they started making money, and then it became, like, me, Rifkin, and Fear Dragon, and maybe one other. And then it eventually just became, like, Rifkin and I would share hotel rooms. And he snored. So it was pretty difficult to go to sleep. And that's, you know, people snore, like, I'm not blaming him. But I did kind of mention how I couldn't sleep that time. It was at BlizzCon. And he got kind of, like, sad, didn't say very much. Then we go to the Walgreens or whatever near BlizzCon, and we get, like, snacks and stuff for whatever reason. And he has a bag, and he hands me chocolate. And I look at him, and I'm like, oh, I don't really like chocolate. Thanks, though. And he's like, oh, okay. And he puts it back in his bag. And I thought that was the end of the situation. It wasn't. Later on, when he's, like, upset at me for some other reason, he was like, you don't even say thank you and accept gifts when I give you a gift as an apology for snoring, and you just brushed it aside. And I was like, I didn't even know that was what you got me chocolate for, but also you maybe could have asked if I even like chocolate. It was that type of stuff. But imagine, like, that was back, like, in 2013 or 14 or something like that. Imagine that same type of situation playing out with so many stupid situations. So this is actually what he's talked about publicly, Gaid, so I feel less bad talking about it. But he actually has talked about it publicly. Yeah, he definitely wanted to date me. Like, he asked to go out with me, and I said no once, and he got very upset. And then a year later, he asked me again, and I said no, and he got very upset. Most people, when they hear that, they're like, well, I knew that. And it's like, okay, I guess. I really don't think, you know, generally when people see it, because this is not something that only happened with Rifkin, that people would be like, oh, this guy wants to date her, or they are dating is the other thing that would happen, right? The thing is that that was correct on that one part, that he did like me, and I said no. But majority of time that people think that they know when, like, a woman and a man are on TV, right? Or, like, working together. I feel like the majority of time people are like, oh, they definitely are dating, or, like, the guy definitely likes her. And that's actually not the case. So I know everyone's like, I totally knew it about that guy. And it's like, okay, sure, you're right this time. But, you know, in general, I think people really are weird about pairing women with their on-screen commentator partners. I, 'cause, Females can't have male friends. Well, this is the same. Like I think early on, like Fear Dragon and I had a couple of comments about that. Maynard and I had a couple of comments about that. Maynard and Zeph definitely got comments. Whether they're dating or not. And the amount of people I've dated in esports is one person. And it lasted 3 weeks, and it was definitely a good thing. It only lasted 3 weeks.
What is it? Off I go then. Yes, me lord. Yes, me lord. Ready to work.
But I pity any person who's like dating every colleague in esport. That just sounds exhausting.
All work, all right.
Yeah, it does too. Yeah, I totally get that. Like I another one that if people were saying it, they ended up being correct was Gillyweed and Wade. I forget what his online handle was. Was it just Wade?
Ready to work.
Anyways, and it's like I think they also had it happening for a little bit because it was kind of weird because they started kind of dating when she was kind of moving away from casting Heroes of the Storm, but regardless,
Ready to work.
now they're married. I went through so much more.
Yes, me lord. All right.
Yeah,
Ready to work.
there's some bad times. It was the type of friendship that made me very familiar with the term gaslighting. And it kind of made me forget how friendships were kind of supposed to happen.
All work. Off I go then.
You know what my friends do outside of him? For before, during, and after. Like Fear Dragon or Olivia or like some of my best friends from high school, Stephanie. You know what they would do? Or what they wouldn't do? They wouldn't message me, hey, we need to talk. Just to, like, instill anxiety in me.
Ready for action. Say the word.
And then half the time actually be angry with me for some fucked up, stupid reason they didn't even tell me. And the other half just be like, oh no, why would you think that? As if it's not like the universal, like, shit's about to go down saying
Off I go then.
we have to talk. Like,
Yes, me lord.
Ready for action. Orders on my way. I live to say I'm not. What would you ask of me? It shall be done.
and I kind of forgot, honestly. It's like, you would get messages from people and you wouldn't just immediately have like a panic spike and be like, oh my god, what happened?
Ready to work.
Face the peril.
What did I do wrong?
At your call. I am not
Yes,
afraid.
me lord. Righto. Off I go then. Righto. All right. More lumber is required.
What would you ask of me? I am
done.
not afraid.
I would have messaged you, need to talk right
Let
now.
me face the peril. Ready?
Well, I would have known you were just trolling.
Yes, me lord. Off I go then.
So I'm not sure that
Yes,
works
me lord.
anymore.
All right.
These peasants are all types of
At your
confused.
call. For my people, for honor, for my people. Yes, my liege. Let me face the peril. What would you ask of me? I am not afraid. At your call, as you will.
Stop it!
It shall be done.
He's the one I can't heal.
Ready for action. What would you ask of me? Say the word. I am not afraid. It shall be done. Let me face the peril. What would you
Yes,
ask?
me lord. I can't feel righto.
I am not afraid. Strike!
Manada the healer.
What is it?
What would you ask of me? Orders. Let me face the peril. I am not afraid.
Yes, me lord.
I am not afraid. What would you ask?
Good job healing, buddy.
At your call. Let me face the peril. I am not.
It's all in the past now, thankfully.
Let me face the peril.
I mean, if I hadn't gotten Montreal and then BlizzCon right after, who knows what would have happened.
At your call. At your call. For honor, as you
Job
wish.
done.
Justice will be served. For honor. What would you ask? Let me face the peril. I am not afraid. Let me face the peril.
I probably would have stuck with base JTV for like another year or something before finally just
At your
like,
call for honor.
it's not worth it.
Orders. I am
I
not.
don't know what the hell's gonna happen,
It
but
shall be done for my people.
I'm out.
Let me face the peril. For my people, it shall be done. What would you ask of me? For honor, as you wish. I am not afraid. For my people, as you wish. What would you ask of me? Ready for action. Strike with great precision. At your call.
straight to the knights. Ow! Saved.
On my way. Say the word. Just ready on my way.
At your call.
Say the word. Right. You need.
No, not saved.
I am not afraid. Let me face the peril.
Orders. Say the word. Ready for action.
What is it? Off I go then.
At your call. For honor. What would you ask of me? For my people. At your call.
Yes, my
What
liege.
would you ask of me?
Who are we even facing?
Yes, me lord. All right. Righto.
Let me face the peril. I am not afraid. What would you ask of me? Let me face the peril.
All word. Yes, me lord.
I am not afraid. At your call. What would you ask of me? It shall be done. Let me face the peril. It shall be done. At your call.
It's like a macro map.
For honor.
Job
as
done.
Ready for action.
I am not afraid.
You need.
I am not afraid.
I don't know who job's done to me.
All word. Righto.
Well, where the
Okay,
fuck
build
can I
that.
put
Go
it?
Let me
then.
face the peril. What would you ask
Research
of me?
complete.
At your
Mm.
call. Let me face
Tekken.
the peril. Defending your
Ready
name.
for action. Right.
At your call.
Let the hero in, you dumb butts.
Not afraid.
Uh-oh.
I am not afraid. Face the peril. What would you ask of me?
I'm glad to put that farm up.
Ready for
What is
action.
it? All
Let
right.
me face the peril.
Say the
At your
word.
call. I am not afraid. At your call. As you wish. I am not afraid. What would you ask of me? Let me face the peril.
Upgrade complete.
What would you ask of me?
You need.
At your call.
Yes,
I am not afraid.
Orders.
Oh, yes.
Let me face
Say
the
the
peril.
word.
Oh, it's happening.
All gold is
No!
all
Let
gold
me
is
face the
required.
peril. As you wish.
Our allies' town
For
is
honor.
under siege.
I am not afraid. It shall be done.
Yes, my liege.
Job's done.
At your call. For my people.
What do you need?
For my people. What would you ask of me? Let me face
Orders.
the peril. I am not afraid.
Orders.
What would you ask?
Say the word.
Are they in trouble?
At your call. It
What do you
shall be
need?
done.
All gold is required.
At your call.
Yes, my liege.
I am not
What do you
afraid.
need? Research complete.
Let me face the peril.
Just gonna go down there. I'm gonna be
Say
attacked.
the
What
word.
would you ask of me?
It's a conundrum.
I am not afraid. For honor.
Research.
For honor.
Orders.
Let me face
Yes,
the
my
peril.
liege. Yes, my liege. I
At
am
your
yours.
call. For my people. I am not afraid. At your call. It shall be done.
Yeah!
Honor. For my people.
What do you need?
Is under siege.
As let me face the peril. It shall be done. It shall be done. As
What do you
wish.
need? Say the word. Yes, my liege.
I am not afraid.
Yes, my liege.
What would you ask of me?
All gold is
I am
required.
not afraid. At your call. I am not afraid. Let me face the peril. What would you ask of me? At your call.
What is it now?
What would you ask of me? For my
I want the
At
knights.
your call. For I am not afraid.
You require my
Oh, sorry, buddy. Woo! Woo! You almost saved it by taking away the trees. No, my knight! Yeah, to 58 PM. You just don't feel like you need as much in this game.
Yes, I am not. Require my assistance?
Let me face the devil. What would you ask of me? At your call. Let me face the devil.
Well,
I am not afraid. I am not afraid. At your call.
They need to be leapfrogging forward towers or something. I just need more knights.
Ask of me.
More knights will fix my problem.
What would you ask of me? I am not
is it
afraid. At your
Get
call.
on.
Let me face
Well?
the devil. What would you ask of me? For
you
my
require my assistance?
I am not afraid. At your call.
Get on with it.
I await your command.
Sire, let me face the devil. For my
Well?
people. I am not afraid.
What is it now?
Let me face the devil. What would you
You
ask?
require my assistance?
Yes, my lord. Off I go then. More gold is required.
I guess for Hall?
Righto.
Sure, that makes
All
sense.
At your
right.
call.
Get on with it.
At your call.
More gold is required. Yes, my lord.
What would you ask of me?
You require
For
my
honor.
assistance?
Our forces are under attack.
It's a lot of Drew to the claws.
At your call. What would you ask of me? Let me face the devil. As you wish. I await at your call.
Oh, the knight. No. Uh-oh.
More work.
I am not afraid. As you wish. It shall be done. Let me face the devil. For my
Ready to work.
At your call. What would you ask of me? As you wish. At your call. It shall be done.
So many Blade Masters. What am I supposed to do?
For honor.
I'm
At your call.
hoping that Barrett
Face the devil.
does some damage to them.
As you wish. I am not afraid.
I await your
What
command.
would you ask of me?
Well?
At your call.
Job done.
Let me face
What
the
is
devil.
it? All right. Yes, my lord. What? I can't build yes, my lord.
What would you ask of me? At your call.
What is it? I can't build Off I go then.
It has a much longer time to kill, for sure.
Call. What would you ask of me?
Ready to work.
Yes, my lord.
More work.
Oh, hello. He actually seemed very hesitant to attack into my little choke here.
I am not afraid.
Job done.
What would you ask of me? For my
I await your
let me
command.
face the peril. As you wish. For honor, let me face the peril. At your call. What would you ask of me?
More knights. Huh.
I am not
And another hero would be nice.
at your call. What would you ask of me?
Ready to work.
I am not afraid. Let me face the peril.
Something that sounds kind of like a bicycle bell.
I await your command.
It's a good question. You're gonna have to try and tell me exactly when you hear it, because I'm not sure.
As you wish. It shall be done. I am not afraid. For my people. It shall be done. For my people. As you wish. Let me face the peril.
Our allies' town
What
is
is
under
under
siege.
Justice. Sir. At your call. I am not afraid. Let me face the peril. At your call.
Research
For
complete.
honor. For my people. For honor. As you wish. I am not afraid. It shall be done. I am not afraid.
Ready
For
to
Nice stomp.
I await your command. You want some?
Woohoo!
Let me
See me of action.
What would you ask?
Oh, that's my town hall. No. I think I know what sound you're referring to.
Our allies
Get in there, Mountain King! Ooh. If you guys can't tell, knights don't shoot up. But I did buy something for my hero, so he would shoot up. I used my brain. The tiniest little bit.
What is it? Off I go then. All right.
More lumber is
Righto.
required.
Yes, me lord.
What would you ask of me?
Get on. Build more farms.
Wow, these just take more.
At your call.
Like they take a lot of lumber. Just
Build more farms.
I am not afraid.
Well,
Let me face the peril.
Command me.
wasn't getting that much.
Let me face the peril. I am not
Give me some.
It shall be done.
Ah, it is the heal. There we go. When my paladin heals someone. Oh no, my knights are under there too though.
Our forces are under attack.
Why do I just not have any wood? Fuck. God damn it, can't get close enough. It's a choke. Uh-oh. Wow, he went deep. Fuck. Ah, no! Mountain King! I can't get him anyway. God damn it. These fucking javelin troll hunter thingies were in the way.
Our forces are under attack. More work. Yes, me lord. More lumber. All right.
It actually is kind of weird to me to explain this game. To me, it's like... I don't know. It was such an integral part of my teenagehood that I kind of forget not everyone played this.
I am not afraid for honor.
What? What is it? Righto. All right.
Forces are under
Jesus.
attack.
Yes, me lord.
Put him away.
Wow, you're such a newbie, Tayu. Oof.
Off I go then. Righto.
Well, now I shouldn't have any wood problems. Alright, then maybe I should try explaining a little bit more when I do stuff. Get him! Nice! Nice! This was a good game. Woohoo! That was fun. I'm gonna be right back. You can queue. Should take forever anyway. All right. Okay. So, WarCraft 3 is a Blizzard RTS, but it is basically it's like the opposite of StarCraft 2, where StarCraft 2 is more macro focused. Micro exists obviously, but generally you're going to be the old saying of like if you macro better, then you're going to win. Right? No amount of micro really gets you victories in StarCraft. Sometimes it does, but it's not the real highlight. And that is most easily seen in I think two things. One, StarCraft 2 has a higher population limit, 200 versus 100. And then in StarCraft 2, it's extremely common. It demands that you build multiple of the same buildings, basically. Zerg is kind of different, right, with hatcheries. But generally, you're going to build like 5 barracks. 8 barracks, factories, starports, whatever. And gateways, obviously. In WarCraft, one of my first memories is playing team games. And I built a second barracks or something. Like right off the bat, too. I did in this last game because I was only making knights. But I built it like right off the bat because I had been used to StarCraft, I guess. Like I don't really remember the timeline. I played StarCraft 64. Then I played WarCraft, I'm pretty sure. Then I played like StarCraft, the like PC version. But this is all campaign and whatnot anyway. It doesn't matter. But I guess I had been like trained RTS with StarCraft, right? The campaign would have taught me whatever. So I built multiple buildings, and then like someone yelled at me. They were like, "What do you think this is, StarCraft?" And I was like, "Oh, no, maybe." This was when I was like 11 or something. So those are the two really obvious ways to tell, right? In the there's like more ways you can tell. Just with the way the movements, like the size of the units, the movement of the units, you can tell that even though like there's some like age limitations, I suppose. Like there's a lot of purposeful things in this game too about how big their units are. Again, how small the supply cap is and the upkeep as well, which if you don't know anything about upkeep, you might have heard it alarm me once in that game, I want to say. But upkeep is this idea of trying to make it punishing to get to a higher cap. So, you know, trying to make sure that there's like comeback mechanics and that the game doesn't completely snowball, right? All these games have some way of doing that. And in WarCraft, it can be upkeep. So after a certain supply, you get taxed more on your supply. So there's low upkeep, medium, and high, I guess. Maybe it's only low and high. But yeah, I can double check when we're in the game. So you don't make as much money if you have an entire 100 supply. So that's supposed to try and make some kind of comeback happen. And then there's a lot more body blocking in this game. Tons more. I mean, you will see body blocking in StarCraft the same way you see micro, but it's just not the highlight. It's a cool thing that happens at the beginning of the game that could possibly like win the game if it's like a cheese, right? Like a Reaper All-In or something. But in WarCraft, this is what you do with every single one of your units at all times. You're trying to body block and focus fire, and there's also like a billion abilities if you get a diverse army. If you just go Mass Knights, there's no abilities. Is cheese more common in this game? That I can't answer because I'm not good enough. I don't play 1v1s either. I will say I feel like there are more embarrassing losses in WarCraft. I know that's a weird thing to say, but... Whoa, what the fuck am I building a tower for? Not all what I meant to do. Fuck. What was I saying? Shit. Oh, the body blocking and the micro. Like, I lose more horrifically. Like, tower rushes, I don't know, they feel even more degrading in WarCraft, in my opinion. Not only that, there are absolutely scenarios where you face someone who does micro the hell out of, like, their Blade Master, for instance, the Orc hero. He's literally, like, he's like the biggest dickhead. He's, like, the probe, Captain Dickhead probe on steroids. Because you literally make him right off the bat. Like, you're supposed to get a hero right off the bat in WarCraft. And then he goes to the other side of the map and starts to harass you. And he has invisibility. So he pops out of invisibility, does a bunch of damage, does whatever damage he can find, and he goes back into invisibility. And I don't know if they have changed WarCraft, but back when, like, before Remastered, Reforged, whatever, came out, it was like... the only thing anyone who ever played at work ever did was get a Blade Master and micro the fuck out of it. And if you were really good, you could easily win because of your micro. And if your macro is slipping horrendously behind it, it's just not the same cost benefit as it would be in StarCraft. Where if you microed the hell out of your first, let's say you even made like 5 Reapers, you did some type of small cheese, you still probably wouldn't win the game unless they really had a bad build or they really fucked up. And if you didn't macro behind it, you'd be so fucking screwed. Where this game, like, the macro is just a little bit easier in general. And you don't have, I guess, as much demand for it. You're far more demanding on the micro front. You gotta be paying attention to your army at all times. So yeah, that's why they've well represented the two ideas of RTS pretty well. but it's also might be illuminating to people who have been reading Stormgate comments, and people are constantly comparing StarCraft, Stormgate, and WarCraft. And a lot of people say that they want WarCraft's time to kill more than they want StarCraft's. But then, did Stormgate do that? Who knows? That's up for you to answer. But additionally, is that really what people want? It's very dependent on the game. It's not just something like that exists in a vacuum. You're like, well, time to kill is going to make or break how fun the game is. Like, time to kill being higher in WarCraft, but then the supply being lower, the heroes being a part of the game, the camps being a part of the game, it kind of all works together. Whereas if you just give, like, a long time to kill on a game that has 200 supply, like StarCraft, it can just make really boring games. Anyways, we're getting kind of in a game design philosophy here.
Job done. Right now.
I am not afraid.
I can't build that. Yes, me lord.
Let me face the battle for honor, for my people. At your call, for my people.
Yeah. I don't think I ever really used all the abilities in a WarCraft game. I never got to that point. How is scouting different? That's a good question. There are more ways to scout that don't include sending a unit over, right? So in StarCraft 2, that's kind of what you got. Then you have scans as well, but if it's an overlord, if it's a probe, if it's an observer, those are all units. You have to send them over and get a scout. In this game, you have a lot more abilities that can scout, like, I could try and start listing them, but, let's see here. You have...
I am not afraid, for my people.
Job done.
Crystal Ball is an item that drops, or an item you can buy, I think. That reveals an area, like, 3 times. Night Elf has a lot of scouting. Like, they have a hero that has a free scout you just send across the map. They have an upgrade for the Huntresses where they can put owls on top of the trees. You have Wisp. I mean, a lot of Night Elf, I guess, is about the scouting. But Wisps are usually sent around the map, and they hide kind of on trees. They're not actually hidden, but, like, you can easily not see them. And if units don't get close enough, they won't hit them. Actually, for humans, too, which I'm not doing, but humans often will, all, like, send farm around the map. Kind of like supply depots, though. This is something that I think is shared between the two. Oh, 3 games even, actually. Broodwar does it, too. But then the other thing is that you ask, but like we're in a team game versus a 1v1, I imagine it's different. Like, you still want to know compositions, and you still want to know if they're rushing you or teching or expanding. But when it comes to team games, I think even more so than in StarCraft 2, the demands to synergize with your teammates is really high. Like, you are supposed to converse with your teammates and be like, I'm going to go all Knights. I'm going to go all Wyvern. Like, team games are just chock full of pure, like, mono battles almost. So once you kind of get one scout, like with a crystal ball, or the Orc Farseer has a free scout, then you're like, oh, they're going. I don't know. They're going mass headhunters, whatever. And you're like, okay, that's what they're doing. You don't really have to check for a while. And in StarCraft, you can have the guy who's like, I'm just going to go right to carriers. And that is pretty legit, honestly. I mean, Phoenix and carriers is very legit. But...
It shall be done for my people. I am not afraid. What would you ask of me?
Leftover chocolate cake from the Cheesecake Factory. Prepare to gain 1 billion pounds.
What?
Ready for action.
Off I go
What
then.
would you ask of me? For honor. I am not afraid. It shall be done. Say the word.
All right, so there I am in low upkeep now. You can see, and you hover over 0 to 50, 100% income is gained, then 70, then 40. So yeah, no low, high. That's what it is.
I am not afraid. At your call. For honor. As you need. At your
Say
call.
the word. Raise for action.
Orders. What would you
need?
Our forces are under
Let
attack.
me face the peril. It shall be done.
Yes,
Let me face the peril. At your call.
So I'm getting the paladin almost every single time.
on my way. I'm in.
He has a heal, he has an aura that gives armor, and he has invincibility. And his ultimate is like a mass heal, I believe. Oh, it's resurrection. That's right. That's right. Yeah, it brings back six units from the dead.
Orders.
Pally rifles is the move.
Say the word.
What if I want to just go into knights?
Job done.
What would you
Ready for action.
What is it? All right. Yes, me lord. Our forces are under attack.
I am not afraid.
All cool.
At your call. Let me face the peril.
What do you need?
I am not afraid.
Well, what if I don't want to do what's almost unbeatable? What if I just want to play around with the Bass Knights? What hero should I get?
Is under siege.
Yes, my
I
lord.
am not
Orders. On my way.
Done.
Well, no one's asking you to tell me what is trash or what isn't. If you're gonna come in here and give me advice that I actually want. Ew.
Say the word. Ready for action.
face the peril.
Oscar-daddled.
Yes, me lord. Righto.
At your call.
I await your command.
What would you ask of me? I am not afraid.
Our allies' town is under
Let me face
siege.
the peril. At your call.
I have an invisibility cloak. I do. It's a good way to put it to you. When I ask for a good pulled pork recipe, I'd only be told the pork ribs are superior. And yet, many people will do that. That's true.
I am not afraid.
I know you're a gamer. Not really. There's very few games that I take seriously, honestly. The only people when, they say gamer, they mean someone who's trying to be good at it.
Let me face the peril.
I think WarCraft is just fun. I just think it's neat.
What do you need?
But if I was trying to get good at WarCraft, I probably wouldn't be playing team games.
At your call. I am not afraid.
No one really cares about people who are good at team games. I don't really consider them gamers. Well, in the RTS sphere, excuse me. No one really calls them gamers.
At your call. Let me face the peril. I am not afraid. What would you ask of me? As you wish.
I await your command.
Yep, looks like Finish has been killing them the entire time.
Sire. At your call. What would you ask of me?
But I'll try Pally Rifleman next.
Let me face the peril.
See if I enjoy it.
I await your command.
I am not afraid. For my people. Sire.
There is also a unit cap on command on
At your call.
control groups. There we go. Double racks, pally rifles into priest sorceress. I haven't actually seen that yet. Mainly priest. My boy Mountain King. I never knew what was, you know. I have no idea what that was. I had no idea, and I still don't have any idea as to what hero goes with what comp or what hero is good or not. And that was the case 20 years ago as well. Where I was like, I like this hero. I think I did actually start to like pick up on metas, I guess. Just by playing enough team games. I eventually was at least capable of helping out teammates who were newer than me. But I think I still went like Farseer, for instance, when again everyone mostly did Blade Master. I didn't. I thought the doggies were cute, and I thought the Blade Master wasn't cute. I guess the Blade Master just always seems so tryhard. You know, sweaty nerds play them. I have heard of Grubby, yes. I don't actually think I've ever worked with him. Again, I'm not interested in getting better at WarCraft, so this, you know, I'm not going to go look up guides and stuff. At least not right now, I'm not interested. But, yeah, I don't think I've ever worked with Grubby. I mean, we probably did something silly, like, he probably cast on Base Trade TV a couple times. We might have done some, like, arcade nights on some channel or something or another. We've met, that's for sure. I don't think I've actually ever worked together. He was leaving StarCraft, basically. Becoming a big-time streamer as I went into the big boy leagues of casting. He had done his pro gamer days. He had done his kind of pro commentator analysis day, and then I feel like he was actually mostly gone by 2016. I worked the same event for different things. Yeah, it's possible. Especially because I haven't really tracked what, you know, Grubby's been doing. And there used to be so many more things that were, I guess, like a lot of different types of people would come to, well, not that different. They're all a bunch of gamer nerds. But, you know, TwitchCon would actually bring together a lot of different areas of Twitch. Or obviously DreamHacks would have 5 main games and like 2 LAN games or whatever. Oh, okay. Thank you, Lucky Duck. It took me a while to figure out what you were trying to say. It's actually very difficult to tell. Yeah. It would have been so far back. It's actually the thing I'm most looking forward to with Deadlock, if it does pop off. It's not even necessarily the potential of getting, like, casting gigs on the main stage. Just the idea of having a lot of things happening for a scene.
Then. All right. Forward. Yes, my lord. Ready to work.
Entire store is a widget. The magic of technology, man.
What? Righto. Ready to work.
Humans do have the ability to power build. So you can put multiple peasants on a building and it builds faster. There's also some much better people things that I will not do, which include, like, tactically using militia to clear camps and do early harassment and stuff. Just tryhards. Any sweaty nerd stories? I'm sure I have a lot of stories, but I need something more specific maybe than sweaty nerd.
Job's done. What is it?
Alright, now I'm gonna go rifleman. I'm gonna try this out.
Ready
I
to
need those
work.
female. No, not too much actually. The only one that comes to mind is someone in the Brood War community. Apparently,
Son, Lord. What? More work?
you know, when people are like,
Right,
I kiss someone, and then they go, who? And you say, oh, I won't tell, but then they start listing names. Like, was it Jasmine? Was it Sarah? Was it Belle? And then, it's like, no, no. But then if you get it, then their answer changes, right? Apparently that happened with some Brood War guy. So he insinuated that he had slept with me at BlizzCon.
Ready for action.
So that was pretty incel gamer type. If that's the story you're looking for.
What is it? Off I go then. Job's done. More work. All
I
right.
live to serve.
Yeah. Yeah, that was,
Off I go then.
I don't like that guy. I won't say who it was, because this is all secondhand information anyway, but
I am not afraid. As you wish. At your call.
that was
it shall
disappointing.
be done. Let me face the better. What would you for honor?
What?
I am not afraid. At your call. Let me face the better.
I was in a double racks.
Lord. Off I go then, Lord. Yes, me lord. Right, all right.
Let me
Ready
face
to
the better.
work.
This better be fun as shit.
At your call.
Job's done. More work. Yes, me lord. Righto.
Alright, the guys are still there.
Off I go then.
Ask of me
forces
for
are
honor.
under
What would
attack.
you ask
Oops.
for my people? It shall
I
be
didn't mean to
done.
aggro you.
As you
No,
wish.
leave me alone.
It shall be done.
Leave me alone.
For honor.
Leave me alone.
Let me face the
Fuck off.
as you
Job's
wish.
done.
For my people. At your call for honor.
No! Oh, Barrett's in trouble.
What is it? What?
Oh, I'm coming.
Let me face it
I'm very late though, I'm sorry.
as you wish.
Ah.
It shall be done.
And what I wanted to do was hopefully save the,
You wish. For honor. For my people. For honor. It shall
Now
be done.
incapable of body blocking. No.
At your call.
I wanted to get a heal off on the hero. It's too late.
I am not afraid.
If that fucking camp hadn't bothered me,
Ask of me. At your call.
that was brutal.
Locked and loaded. Aye, sir. Aye. Okay. What do you need? I've got the beast in my sight.
At your call.
I'm your shooter. I'll take care of it. Time to go.
What would you
You
ask?
have a target? Aye. What do you need? I'll take care of
Not
it.
afraid.
I'm your shooter.
Let me face it.
You have a target? Time to go. I'll take care of it. Locked and loaded.
Oops.
Build
At
more
your
farm.
call. For my people.
More work.
Let me
What?
face it.
Yes,
At
me
your
lord.
call. I am not afraid. As you wish. What would you ask of me?
Yes, me lord.
Let me face the better.
No, hey, that's a lot actually.
People. It shall be done. I am not afraid. It shall be done.
What is it? Off I
At
go
your
then.
call. Let me face the better. For
Job's
honor.
done.
Locked and loaded.
Ask of me. At your call. For my
Yes, me lord.
I'm gonna need help, man.
Job's done.
So many gargoyles.
it shall be done.
Didn't don't fucking remember. I don't suppose anyone else has anything to help me.
At your call. As
Like I'm getting bopped.
it shall be done.
Jesus, gargoyles. I mean, there's a lot of them.
At your call. Let me face
How does he have so many gargoyles?
What is it? Yes, me lord. Off I go then.
not afraid. For honor. I am not afraid.
Hold on.
At For my let me face the rest. For honor,
I feel
as you
cheesed.
shall be done. It shall be done.
I feel like I was a victim of cheese. Yeah, I guess that's you know, that's me out of the game. They had a teleport that teleports them to the hero. Oh. Just waiting to see what Renish can do. But I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good about my potential.
Our town is under siege.
How does he have so many, man? I know. I think. How do you? There we go. Dude, I think I see what they did. So they gave all of their money to the undead guy to build mass gargoyle. Certainly what looks like it's happened. Like, soon enough they'll also have an army, but... What fucking tryhards? You have chat disabled. No. Well. Let it be known that I tried. I tried the GG. Ooh. Uno mas. That was sweaty tryhard. Oh, it's the same people.
What? Righto.
I feel like they're stream sniping us.
Righto. What is it? Yes, my lord. Off I go then. All right.
I feel like I recognize that name, even like beyond just having played them last time. The Joshua King name.
Yes, my lord. Off I go then. Ready to work.
And they're all not ranked yet. So they're also queuing as 3 people. Coincidentally doing their placement matches as we do. It all seems a little sus.
Job's done. What?
I would just like you to know if you are stream sniping. Like, at this point it would be stream cheating. If you're stream cheating, you're the lowest of the low. But if you stream snipe, which is just a queue when someone who's streaming does it, you're also an asshole. I guess I'll have to wait between games to get that communicated.
All right. Righto. Ready to work.
How do these peasants look so much slower?
I go then. Ready to work. More work? Yes, me lord.
Ready for
What is it?
action.
Yes, me lord. Job's done. All right. What? Off I go then. More work? What is it? Yes, me lord.
I live to serve all believers for my people.
Ready for action.
At your call.
More work? Right.
At your call. I am not.
There's no
afraid.
greens.
For honor, for my people.
No.
Let me face the peril.
What? Righto.
What?
Ready for action.
Job's done. Yes, my lord. All right.
At your call. It shall be done. I am not afraid. Let me face
Claws
the
of attack.
peril.
You can
For
have that.
honor. At your
This is
call.
good, though.
Justice will be served. Ask. Let me face the peril.
What? I can't yes, my lord.
At your call, I am not afraid. What would you ask of me? What would you ask of me? I am not afraid, as you wish.
More gold is required.
At your call, let me face the peril. It shall be done for my people, for
Job's
honor.
done.
Let me face the peril. At your call,
What?
I am not afraid, for my people,
Our forces are under attack.
as you
Aktazuka!
Resubscription received. Apparently you are doing something right, Captain.
Job's done.
Looks like he's gonna throw up.
Job's done.
Aktazuka! What did you do to my cat?
at your call.
Okay, he's run away now. Thank you for the 56-month streak.
Let me face the peril.
Oh, he should have that, actually.
Ask me.
He should have the Robe of the Magi.
I am not afraid. Let me face the peril. What would you ask
That's okay.
for honor?
What do you need?
At your call.
I'll get
it
items
shall be done.
eventually.
What would you ask of me?
Locked and loaded.
I am not afraid.
Job's done.
Let me face the peril. At
Yes,
your
my
call.
lord. Off I go then.
I am not afraid. For honor.
You have a target?
Order. Let me face the peril.
Locked and loaded.
I am not afraid. At your call.
A lot of very injured units.
Face the peril as you wish. I am not afraid. At your call, it shall be done for my people.
What is it? I can't off I go then. More work? What? What is it?
Let me face the peril for my people.
More gold is required.
At your call, let me face the peril. What would you ask of me? I am not afraid. As you wish. Let me face the peril.
Yes, my lord.
What would you ask of me?
More work? I can't build down. All right. Righto.
At your call, I am not afraid. For honor, let me face the peril. I am not afraid. At your call, it shall be done.
Are you okay?
What would you ask of me? For my people, as you wish. Let me face the peril. At your
Job's
call,
done.
Our
I am not
allied town is under
it
siege.
shall be done. What would you ask of me? Let me face the peril. For honor,
Base trade!
More gold is required.
at your
Job's
call.
done. Your word? Yes, my lord.
What would you ask of me? I am not afraid.
More gold is required. More gold
Let
is
me face
required.
the
Job done.
done.
More gold is required.
At your call. Face the at your call. My at your call.
Job done.
Uh-oh.
It shall be done for my people. At your call.
What do you need?
Yes, my lord. Righto.
What would you
What
ask?
is it?
Let me face the devil. I am not afraid. It shall be done.
Forces are under attack.
At your call. What would you ask of me? I am not afraid. As you wish. For honor. As you wish. For my people. For
Job
honor.
done. What is it?
At your call. It shall be done.
Ooh.
Shall be done. For honor. As you wish. Let me face the devil. At your call.
Oosh.
More word.
At your call. Let me face the devil. For honor. I am not afraid. What would you ask? I am not afraid. Let me face the devil. What would you ask? At your call.
More word. All right.
I am not afraid. Let me face the peril. It shall be done for my people. What would you
Taking an expansion is going to be a wee
at
bit
your call,
difficult.
At your call.
Mine's
As
close
you
to
wish,
theirs.
For my people. Let me face the peril. I am not afraid. What would you ask? What would you ask of me? As you wish. I am not afraid.
Someone turn the lights back on.
At your call. It shall be done. Let me face the peril. What would you ask of me? At your
What
call.
is it? Yes, my
Let
lord.
me face the peril for honor. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. At your call, as you wish.
Our allies' town
What?
is under siege.
Let me
Upgrade
face the peril.
complete.
Let me face the peril. For my people, for honor. At your call, what would you ask of me?
Yes, my lord.
I am not afraid. What would you ask of me? At your call, let me
Our
face the
allies'
peril.
town is under siege.
Locked and
I
loaded.
am not afraid. I am not
Sir,
It shall be done.
Dickhead.
Let me face the peril. At your call, for honor.
What do you
Let me
need?
face the peril.
Job
At your
done.
call.
Locked
I
and
am
loaded.
not
Aye, sir.
afraid.
Time to go.
What would you ask of
what?
me?
Righto. What? All right. Our allies' hero is required. More
Let me
gold
face
is
the peril.
required. More work. More gold is required.
This is a dumb idea.
I am not afraid.
Probably.
As you wish. It shall be done. What would you ask of me? At your call.
Woo. Stun hurts, man.
What would you ask? It shall be done for my people. Let me face the peril. At your call, as you wish.
This isn't fun at all.
For my people.
They don't micro. They don't like micro like Marines do, man.
As you wish. For my
Ugh, goodbye, Uther. Whalvian.
What is it? Off I go then. More gold is
What do you
required.
need?
I have one rifleman. Feels good, man.
Aye, sir. You have a target? Aye, sir. What do you need?
2 riflemen now.
You have a target?
You read anything right now? No, I just reread Azumangadayo
Walk the
because
line.
it's fun.
What do you need? You have a target? Right to go. I'm your shooter. Aye. Aye, sir. Walk and loaded. Aye, sir. What do you need?
Ugh.
I'm your shooter. You have a target?
Yes, my lord. Righto. Oh, yes. Off I go then.
Jesus.
Yes, my lord. Off I go then. Yes, my lord.
You have a target? I'll take care of it. I'm your shooter. Take that.
Well, I know I've lost.
Job done.
Allies hero has fled. Forces are under attack.
And I would GG, but I don't have my communications on. So. Should really read it. It's great. It's funny. Half documentary of JRPGs. Like literally all my villagers are dead.
Let me face the peril for honor.
I don't see these guys too often. Destroyers.
As you wish.
Our allies'
For honor.
town is under
It shall
siege.
be done for my people.
Ready to work.
At your call. I am not afraid. At your call. It shall be done. Let me face the peril. I am not afraid for my people.
Ready to
As you
work.
wish.
Well,
For honor. What do you ask of me?
Ready to work.
I'm just gonna tap out. I can't GG, but GG. That's enough Warcraft for me. The amount of equal games that happen are pretty rare. I'm glad that we got 2 of them, I think, at the teams. I'm still highly suspicious that we're facing stream snipers. But, you know, obviously can't confirm that. And that seems to happen when you play these old games. And you're not even tryharding, you're playing team games. And they just decide that it's fun to... It's fun to stream snipe someone. And it's not. I think there are people who think that it's really not a big deal. And they'll do it even, like, if they're slightly lower in skill or equal in skill. And it's never a good thing, even if that's the case. And it feels like it happens in these old games. And then it just discourages people from, you know, playing the old games. So it's pretty bad. If that's what's happening. I don't know. But that's enough one-sided games for me today. Thanks for playing, Barrett and Ranish. We at least got 2 good games. I think Warcraft can be fun, but whenever I've been playing it the last 2 days, I initially was like, oh man, it's so fun. You get these heroes, and I remember all the aesthetic and the sounds and all that good stuff. And then as I started playing more games, I was like, oh right, there's a reason that I prefer playing StarCraft over WarCraft. Either way, they were definitely sweaty, but 3 people teaming up against us who are also unranked twice. I mean, it's possible they just did the same thing at the same time, and if they're unranked, then it's going to force the 2 teams who are pre-made together, and that's fair, but seems they got to be toxic to the psyche. Well, I don't know about the people who do it. Yeah, can't quite get the satisfaction from, I think, microing as people who've done it for a long time. Like, you watch some of the best WarCraft people do it, and you're like, oh, that looks really cool. Like, I could do the same thing. But it is kind of more like, you know, now that I'm used to all the new games, I guess, playing StarCraft 2 forever, and then playing Deadlock, WarCraft 3 feels so much more like Brood War. And if you had asked me last year if that would be the case, it'd be like, oh, you know, it's worse than StarCraft, but definitely better than Brood War. And now I'm like, is it? It feels less satisfying to play, actually, than Brood War. Because they don't have the macro outside of it. So not only are you dealing with, like, tanks that are, like, jerking around and not popping out of factories and shit, you also don't have the macro that at least keeps you entertained, where you go back and you do your rounds. So it's still fun to play. I'd still play more team games, but it's a little more disappointing than I was expecting. It's just unfortunate. I guess there's a reason I played nothing but team games and custom games. There you go. I never even knew about the tryhards of WarCraft 20 years ago. I always wonder what happened if I did find out about esports back in WarCraft 3. Would I be interested in it? Would I just laughed it off? I don't know. I know I wasn't interested in getting good at WarCraft because I never participated in the tournaments, so I don't think that would have changed very much. But I might have watched a lot more. But then again, it was 20 years ago, and watching esports stuff was actually kind of difficult to do. It was not nearly as convenient as it is now. So it's hard to say anything that actually had changed. Anyway, my camera position is changed, and that's annoying. It's annoying. It's fine. What is going on here? A couple of games of WarCraft, some team games. You are late, but that's okay. You missed 2 games at the end that were very one-sided, and then like 2 games that were actually pretty fun. So, 50-50. That's about the same I'd expect from Deadlock, honestly. I'm glad to see that everything works on my new program that I'm using to stream. So I'm using a program called Meld. And it's missing a couple of things that are really necessary. I hope they update it soon. They're missing the ability to change your stream title and category and stuff, like in the app, as well as being able to put the Twitch chat in the app. That was actually really convenient with OBS. But it doesn't break as often. I have a clean slate because I just redid everything by hand. I tried importing from OBS and that just kind of broke it. So I was like, okay. It's about time I have a clean slate anyway, because I was deleting stuff like... What was the oldest thing I deleted on my OBS? When I imported it here. I think I had like an Elite League icon somehow still after like 4 years of not casting. 5+. I don't even know. It's just like on my OBS had gotten so cluttered. And then I tried to like install plugins in OBS and then they wouldn't work. And then uninstalling them I don't think was thorough. Anyway, so it's mostly the clean slate that I appreciate. But Meld Studio... It's got a couple of neat things. The way that they set up the audio is really nice. I don't know if I can show it. Hold on. Let's see here. That's the wrong one. That's you guys. Here we go. But yeah, so you see it's like it's a little more of like a streamlined kind of look to it, where OBS is, well, you know, it's completely open source and stuff. So, but it automatically goes to both Twitch and YouTube as soon as I press go live. So I don't need any additional plugins or anything for that, like I do in OBS. And the audio mixer, I think, is quite nice. And you can just connect it with these things and mute it. And then you also can edit and exclude from Twitch VOD track. It's just built in, where if you do it on OBS, it's not the most difficult thing in OBS, but you do have to look up a tutorial and then kind of like double check, I guess, that you actually did it correctly. You probably noticed when I transitioned to the scenes, the default transition is actually this like camera movement thing, where if you wanted to do it, you could do it in OBS. Like basically, like I said this yesterday, or I think to Fear Dragon, it's like OBS is the windows where things are, you know, mostly done for you, but you do need maybe some know-how to kind of figure some stuff out. Whereas Apple was seen as like everything is what you get and you can't tinker with it or you'll kill it. You will ruin it. Don't tinker with it. It's kind of like that. It's like OBS you're supposed to tinker with. You're supposed to appreciate it being open source. You're supposed to be interested in all the new things that come out for it. And then Meld is more of the, like, you know, here's a package thing for you. But it is also free. So. And Fear Dragon, when I told him about this, was actually nerding out and like looking at a bunch of other stuff about it that I don't have as many, I don't have much interest in, but he does. He was talking about all the like plugins that they do have for this so far. I was like, okay. Can Twitch use that super efficient new code encoding algorithm? I'm not sure. I'm not the person to ask. It's like Nate's territory. I know that the last significant technology bump that I had, I think, in streaming was the ability to encode with the graphics card. Is that what it was? Like not the processor or vice versa or whatever it was? It was vice versa. Maybe it was you could do it with the processor. Anyways, that was the last time I remember needing to change settings and being interested in improvements. Yeah, I don't know, Seether. So the best guess is that Video Ninja was the culprit. That maybe having that many browser sources maybe messed up OBS. Like I said, though, there's also like plugins, I think, that hadn't been deleted properly and whatnot. So I think it was just kind of like it was more taxing overall to use Roll20, but then add in whatever else was wrong with my OBS. So it's possible if I did like a completely fresh restart on OBS that it would have fixed it. But I basically just kept putting it off forever. And then I heard about Meld and I was like, this sounds like it go relatively quick. And with OBS as a reference guide, it did go pretty quick to construct all the scenes. Yeah, okay. GPU then. Yeah, so I used this last night and it worked out fine. I did notice, I'm guessing whenever I noticed that there was like a hiccup on my stream, I would be looking at my stream preview and I would see us maybe like buffer or like freeze for a second or something. I'm guessing whatever that was also what made OBS crash, or like Meld barely, like basically just pushed through whatever was happening. I don't know what was happening, but it was like, we're not going to crash. We're going to push through this. And I was like, you go, Meld, you go. Where OBS is like, oh my God, I don't know what's happening. People are freezing on camera for like 2 seconds. I'm out. I'm out of here. It's my guess anyway. But I don't know anything more than that. Do you make more money if I stream you on YouTube and Twitch at the same time? It's a good question. I don't think so. I basically don't make any money from YouTube. So even though the YouTube, I think YouTube has automatic ads no matter what. Like, you know, 7 concurrent viewers are it's gonna get 1 cent. Some people like YouTube streams way better, right? Some people like the format, and they like being on YouTube, not Twitch. The encoding easier or something. I don't know. There's reasons people like the YouTubes. And it actually costs me absolutely zero now to do a YouTube stream as well. It used to actually cost you, I would say, I think, to multi-stream. Like you had to like, I don't know if you had to pay for an app, but there was always that like the Twitch contract. There you go. Contract that you sign when you become a partner. That was like, you shouldn't do that. And then it became a payment of your time and effort. So not monetary payment, but then it was like I had to set this up, and whenever I used it on my OBS, it would not go like half the time. It would just not push to YouTube. And now it takes me absolutely zero effort. So there's really no reason not to. For the fine people who like YouTube over Twitch. But that's all the new stuff I have to show. And then I have to fix my camera. They look like I'm a munchkin. I'll fix it eventually. Anyway, that's all I got to announce. So tomorrow is going to probably be more Deadlock, unless I really want to do more WarCraft, which in the afternoon I got a couple of games, even without partnering with anyone. Maybe. Maybe. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to see you all tomorrow afternoon. And then, nothing to announce after that. Yeah. Yep. All right. Have a good Thursday night, y'all. Bye-bye.